Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel. And here I am. I'm actually trying to do a vlog today. I think about doing vlogs, but honestly, I've told some of my friends, I just don't think I'm that interesting to do a full-on vlog. I've tried them before, but I do think today is going to be interesting. So I want to show you what's happening here. I'm going to be changing. I know I've talked about this before. Hold on. I want to turn this around so that you can see. This was my canvas greenhouse. Let me pull back a little bit so that you can see the whole deal. So I know I've done videos inside my greenhouse before, but you can see how the tarp is starting to tear. And so my goal is to convert this to a chicken coop, because when I am in my craft room right there, I can look out the window and I can watch my chickens, which is going to be very cool. But in order to open that up, I did move the flower beds, or the raised beds. Here's one. I'll show you where I put the other ones. And then along here I have them, and I could always put arches over there and cover them with plastic to create a greenhouse effect. So got my tubs down there, my little composting bin. I'm not a big scale gardener, but I do like to grow little things. There's a bunch of the stuff out of the greenhouse, and there's my little cedar planter boxes. So what I am going to do, I'll tell you. Okay, so inside, this is, I want to say 10 by 20. It's a pretty good size for a canvas greenhouse. But back here, see that end wall? See how, if you know these canvas greenhouses, then you know. But that is an individual piece that attaches there. So I'm going to leave that. And then the one that was on the front that actually has the door is right down here. I'm going to try to move slow. I hate it when people move real fast and you get dizzy. So there's that. So see this section? My goal is to hang that there and to leave that back 5-foot section closed in. And yeah, it's going to be canvas, but we're also going to cover the outside, so don't worry, it's all going to be reinforced. But then from there forward, this is all going to be, it's like a fencing wire, and I'm going to repurpose the stuff that's around where the coop is now, and I'm going to close that all in, and then I've got an extra tarp back there to put the whole length so it helps keep them dry, and then I can just do the whole inside of this. So I've already kind of taken out you know, almost everything that's in here, and then I'm just going to go and start cutting the canvas off, because you can see it's already shot, so I'm not really risking anything. So that's what's going to happen, and once I get that done, I'll kind of give you the update of the next step. Okay guys, I have it cut off here, and I was going to try to save this bit, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I will cut it. I'm going to get a ladder now, and I'm going to cut it back to that portion just so that I leave that extra little piece on there. But the rest of this is all coming off. Woo, this is looking good. I'm excited about this. Okay guys, here we are. So I didn't film this, I should have. But Brian and I took the front piece, and this is not going to be probably permanent, but it's good enough until we do something else. And I moved it and put it there where I wanted. It does have a place where it's starting to tear. That is not it. That's a different piece of tarp. But anyway, let me show you. So this is now going to be over here. When I'm all done, I'm going to put their little nesting boxes over here. And on this side, I'm going to put their roost. And then the rest of it is just all going to be their closed-in coop. And there will be a tarp that's going to go across here and over and down, and then there's a big white tarp that's going to come the whole length of the top covering. So we're lucky because we don't have a lot of bad you know, weather. We get a little wind or something once in a while, but this is going to be fine. It never gets like so cold, and it never gets like so hot, that this is going to work out just fine. Anyway, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be, guys, I have now decided that it needs more support where the canvas is going to go on the roof, so that it, you know, water doesn't like pool. So we had this construction fencing, so we've cut that off, and now I've run it all the way back where I was just using some reinforcement net to keep that, but now I've pulled it between the canvas and that net, so it's kind of like actually double, and it's pretty good. That'll certainly keep water from pooling. And now I'm going to run it down both lengths and zip tie it on, and then we'll get to the canvas. It's going to go over the top, and it has grommets on one side. I'm going to pull it over and put grommets on the other side, cut it to fit, and then we will put that in. So this is what's happening, and I think this is actually going to be really good. So when I put this down, it's going to keep the water from, you know, pooling. So this is going to be great. Okay guys, I wanted to show you where we're at. I'm excited about what's happened with the coop. I didn't film everything that we did to it, but I'm going to walk you through it. There's one more thing we have to do. We'll probably do it tomorrow because it's a nice day. So I'm going to show you where we're at. Okay, check it out. Here we are at the coop, and you can see I did, you know, the raised beds. Those are all going to be herbs and things, but the coop is turning out pretty good. I'm going to come over here though, turn this around, and so this is where I have my little, where I can grow a few things there, which I'm excited about. And then I moved, if you can see, there's some celery and some rhubarb, but I moved the water barrel over on this side, and I'm going to put a drain that comes off of there and will feed into there, although we've had a couple days of rain and that thing is full. This is a cool thing. Our son actually found this when he was working, and it was at some homeowner's house when he was doing construction. They're like, yeah, we don't want it. And it's a little one of those, actually it's like the sample of the dog kennels. So inside of there is where I'm going to keep all my supplies and some of the gardening things that I still have. But the coop I'm excited about, so let's go in. So we used the gate from the old coop and the fencing from the old coop. And then if you come in here, you can see I've got up here, I put this contractor's fencing to help just keep the water from pooling when it rains. I do have a light because I have an extension cord that goes from the garage up in here, so that will be able to enable it to have full light during the winter. And that, my daughter is 40, and we had that when she was a little girl. It was her sandbox, but it's going to be for the chickens, for their dusting bin, and I've already got stuff in there. I can hang their feeder. I've got their water thing over here. But in here, now this isn't completely finished. I'm going to show you what we're doing here. So in here, I'm going to put there's going to be a closing here with the little door for the chickens. And then back here, there's their little roosting box, little nesting box. And then over here, I'm going to put a thing. And I only put the lattice up. I'll tell you why in a second. And then I've got their little roosting rung there. So the lattice I have there just to help for the wind. First I decided to do that. But now, and see up here, there's my cord, and it can come up here and feed down this, hang on, feed down this centerpiece here. So it can come out and plug in that light. And I'm actually going to put a light on the inside back here as well. And I'm going to have them set, because in the wintertime, it's dark here at like 4:30. So I'm going to have this one set, and then I'm going to have that one 30 minutes later so that the chickens will migrate back in there. And now for the outside, this is what we're going to do. Oh, and I've moved all my composting and things over there, and my little lettuce grow towers. I can give those to the chickens. But along the side here, on the side and the back, to protect back here where the chickens are, the fencing runs all the way around, and we have more of this corrugated roofing. And so what we're going to do is on the sides and the back, we're going to enclose the whole thing with that corrugated roofing to give them some more protection. But I'm excited. Look at this. I'll be able to see my girls, do some gardening right there, have all my herbs and stuff, and I can do my crafting and see them right out that window, or my cooking and see them out that window. So that is how this has turned out. And now I'm going to have to wait to get my little babies, because we're going to Alaska, but there is a place in Oregon that has babies. If I can't get them another way, I can get them all the way up until the end of October. So I might have to wait, but whenever we're ready, we're ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little chicken coop conversion from my canvas greenhouse, and I will let you follow along with me as we get girls and start laying eggs.